Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different tabletop game project every weekday at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project's being ran. Today I want to mention I apologize for being invisible. I think it's something I ate. Actually, I'm trying to get better audio and video. I got a new pair of headphones which will hopefully improve the audio quality on this segment, but somehow I screwed up the video. We'll get it all fixed tomorrow. But right now I'm very excited to be checking out the second most popular project on all the games on Kickstarter. That is Pathfinder Arena, an epic competitive board game set in Pathfinder's world, fight dreadful ... And the first thing, and I hate to say this, I hate to be this guy, I'm wondering what's quite not hitting the mark here. Because when I see the words Pathfinder, and when I see a box this monstrous filled with, presumably epic, spectacular minis that are just going to bring me into that Pathfinder world and be just this amazing cooperative game, potentially. That's what I'm envisioning here. I don't predict 60,000 euros on launch day. This is one where you think like, oh, within a couple hours, you're cooking 100,000, 200,000, something like that. And, I Call to Adventure comes to my mind. Stuff like that, because that was like $100,000 the first day. Now, this will hit that, but I'm just saying, I don't think it's launching off quite as big as I would expect it. Because I remember there was a lot of people that also were pre-interested in this one as well. But anywho, I'm already getting too deep into the weeds here. An epic competitive board game set in Pathfinder's world. Oh, no, I'm not. Because I gotta say, the main image, I'm uninspired. What do I want to know? I want to know the player count. First and foremost, I need to know if this is solo. I should know already if this is a solo game. It reeks of being something that if it could play solo, that I'd be way more interested in. But I don't know that. Also, what is the player count? Does it go up to 5? That'd be nuts. I wouldn't expect this to go up to 5. If it does go up to 5, I'm extra excited. Also, what's the time length? How many games can I play? What kind of game is it? Oh, it is competitive. It's a competitive. It's not a cooperative. Okay. Competitive board game set in Pathfinder's world. Fight dreadful ... Here's the thing. I see the Pathfinder logo, kind of, and I see the word Pathfinder, and I say to myself, I don't think you need to mention this in the first sentence. I like the fact you're mentioning epic, but I'd like to know much more of what type of game it is. Is it deck building? Is it a dungeon crawl? What is it? I think they could convey that better. Arena, day 1, November 23rd. Why? Okay, I don't know why that is the most important thing to put there. Fight dreadful monsters in an ever-changing arena. Okay, cool. Oh, and it's arena. Okay. So $71,000, 443 backers, 20 days left to go. As always, when I go into the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? I talk a lot with my hands, and you can't see it. Let's go.
An ancient entity. An epic challenge.
Wait. I'm already wishing there was subtitles, because I did not hear that first one. Let's see if we could get that back.
An ancient entity.
An ancient entity.
An epic challenge.
An epic challenge.
The ultimate ordeal to select a champion.
The ultimate ordeal to select a champion. But let me know if you agree with that in there. And I know it's hard to judge the audio quality based on what you're hearing. But if you've actually seen this video, I think it's just a little bit, it could be cranked up just a teeny tiny bit. Because, I don't have the best hearing, but I imagine there's a lot of people with worse hearing, and they're going to have a hard time hearing that.
Arena.
Showed me all these components. They glow.
You are trapped inside.
Was that a word? I think he was saying a word. I gotta double check. No, that was just the sound.
Common dungeon. It has a soul you can partially control.
Now, is that... Okay, that was cool. This style that they're going for here is just very unconventional. And I think there's a reason why it's unconventional. I honestly would just much rather you show me this and, talk about it without the deep voice and the sound effects. And, just kind of let me, take a look at what you're doing different in this giant box. Because that, I will say, kudos to them. I already know this is a giant box, and I already know shipping is going to suck extra hard because it's a giant box, which I think is smart on them. Not enough companies let me know the box size right from the jump. I like that. Ghiacci, I think. Oh, I want to see those cards, but you went too fast. When striding through a trapdoor tile, it's possible to move to a summoning tile upon which there are neither heroes nor monsters. That's cool. That's a cool ability. When reallocating ability tokens, it's possible to place 1 or 2 and play the new... So these look like great cards. You go by really fast.
Old friends become competitors.
And there we see the minis. What was it though? Like it wasn't impressed by it. It looked like somebody with a bow. Oh no, it's this guy. He's watching us from the darkness. Okay. This video style.
Is watching you in the darkness.
Like, they're going for the fact that it's like scary, like, oh, you should be scared. But let's be quite frank, when you're sitting down to play this presumably 60 to 90 minute game, at the 72 minute mark, are you going to be terrified because the mini's entering the board? Like, I don't know. Maybe you will, and if they do, that's spectacular. But it's an odd choice, I think, for the video, and I don't know if it brings me in thematically. And here's the thing. Is this game aimed at board gamers, or is this game aimed at Pathfinder fans? And so far, I don't know, which is odd.
A monster stands still, waiting for the right moment to attack. Change the arena structure to unleash the monster's wrath on your unaware opponents.
Now, we're actually getting into a much more standard Kickstarter thing right here, where they're telling me what we're doing and they're also moving the components. I actually like this segment. That's cool.
Improve your skills and obtain new feats and spell.
What has happened? What has happened? It's like someone had control of the first minute of the video, and then someone at the 1 minute mark was like, whoa, we should probably talk about some of the stuff that's actually going to be happening in the game instead of just doing fancy camera tricks. That's what I feel like, and I gotta tell you, I love the person who did the last 42 seconds of this, if that is in fact a different person. Let's get into it.
Opponents. Improve your skills and obtain new feats and spells to face the
Just like there, we focus on the card.
increasingly harder challenge. Destroy the monsters. Rise above your opponents and force the arena to set you free. And save the others from falling into forgetfulness.
I hate when I fall into forgetfulness. I swear that sometimes I forget my shoes. I don't know where the hell they are. Whew, don't want to fall into forgetfulness. Also, this, snip it off now. You're on Kickstarter. We know. We're watching it. A new strategy board game for 2 to 4 players. Oh, I finally find it. So it's not, in fact, a solo game. The video has been shot using prototype components. The finest quality, slightly different. No miniatures were harmed in the making. Okay. But I feel like I should keep watching just to be safe. And no. So the video. I think the video... Do I want it? It looks like an interesting game. I mean, I don't think it looks amazing, but I think it looks interesting. I'd like to know more. I don't think they've completely lost their customers. I think when we get to the price, they might. Just because I wasn't completely wowed by that. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. The 2 to 4 player count... turned me off a little bit there. Plus, I still don't know the time length of the game, which is fun in 3 hours. So 60 to 90 minutes to play. Yeah, I predicted that. So cool. Ages 12 plus. So leave the baby in the carriage, I guess. But anywho, first created, 0 back. Really? Okay. Giochi Uniti creates board games with creativity and passion since 2016. Is well known as the international level for its long-selling letters from Whitechapel and Kingsburg. This is exactly what you do in this section. And I see so many people who do not do this in this section. This is where I want to look at you and say, all right, I feel comfortable shopping from you. And I see Kingsburg and I see letter from Whitechapel. Kingsburg's one of my favorite games of all time. I say, we're good. We're good. I believe this will happen. We got a website. Hopefully it looks professional. It's not just going to send me back to the Kickstarter. Events, our games, yeah. So this looks good. Our games, Pathfinder Arena, next release, yeah, this is great. Totally legit, 100% comfortable. Look at this, tons of games. Kingsburg, rolling right. What? What? Okay. I need to not flip out, but I'm really interested in Kingsburg rolling right. First grade, but once again, can you do it? Yes, totally comfortable. Fun in 3 hours. No one cares. How about a price here? Price would be so much better than this. Game highlights. Asymmetrical engine builder. Where was this in the video? Where was this in the description? You just hit me with 2 of my favorite words. Asymmetrical engine. Then the building, I can take or leave the building, but the engine, that's great that you put it here, but I think that should be in the video, and I think that should be potentially up here. Let's see. And we don't need epic. Let's get rid of it. It's so overused. An asymmetric engine building competitive board game set in the Pathfinder world. Boom. I'm done. What more do I need to know? Fight dreadful monsters? Yeah, of course I'm going to fight dreadful monsters. I assume I'm going to fight dreadful monsters. Okay, move the arena, triggering monster stuff. Diceless combat. Score points by defeating. We got cards. Once again, I'd like this zoomed in. Like, I don't like the artwork yippee skippy, but look at all this wasted space. I want to see what the Chimera does. I want to see what the Chimera cards look like. I don't like this. I want it zoomed in. I also want a price already. Why back us now? I just burned myself with tea. Be part of the project. Join us on this journey and see the whole production process from inside. Okay, so if that's the route you're going to take this, if you are really taking me behind the weeds, I'm totally down. I mean, hell, look at this segment. This segment is totally behind the weeds. It's so weird. So I'm all in that. Hopefully you back that up. And that gets me excited as someone going this, like, okay, they're going to let me in on the process. And if I'm really invested in the game, which this is probably going to cost about 150 to 250 bucks, wow, huge box. Great. I already know the size of the box. Well done. Get more at a better price. The campaign includes early bird stretch goals and great deals to get the best Pathfinder Arena experience at a great price. And boom, right there. I like the fact that you just wet my whistle with stretch goals. Great. Get exclusive content. Some stretch goals will be available only during this campaign. Make your Pathfinder Arena experience unique, and you show a really cool looking dragon. Okay, this is a nice little thing right here. I'd still like to see the price first. And now we have text. Oh, delightful. I love text on Kickstarter pages. Pathfinder Arena is a competitive board game for 2 to 4 players set in the Pathfinder role-playing games fiction Age of Lost Omen setting. You will take the role. And so here, I want to go back to that. Because typically, when we have a project where they have a choice to either advertise to the masses or advertise, really to their fan base, we can see very clearly which one they do. I looked at, Atmosphere, which is like this video game, board game, like one of those VHS tape games that they're redoing. And they went hardcore trying to appeal to their old fan base, and they have, $186,000. Despite the fact their game looks nowhere near as good as this game. And so, but this one, I don't feel like I really felt like you were like, yeah, Pathfinder fans, you're just going to be falling in love with this. It feels like they're much more appealing to the mass market. So that, or the mass board game market, I guess, the Kickstarter crowd. You will take the role of one of the iconic heroes of Pathfinder trapped in a magical entity called the Self-Arena. Such an entity process, select a champion and claim the right to escape from it. I feel like we would have focused much more on who those champions were if we were really leaning into the Pathfinder lore. And maybe it's just that I don't know enough about Pathfinder, which it totally could be. Old friends become opponent and you were suddenly forced to complete against them, yada, yada, yada. Click here to download the rule booklet. That's great. I still like a price first. Rule book. How many pages? Okay, we got the intro, the game. There we go. Components. Just hit me with the components and the setup. That's what I want to see first. Components, setup. Looks like a decent looking setup. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice looking setup. Where's pictures, illustrations? What's the number of pages? I'd like a table of contents or a glossary somewhere in there. 23 pages? That doesn't seem bad. Okay. Yeah, table of contents. I think it'd be cool there. But that looks like a decent enough rule book. But once again, it's from a company. We have established Can You Do It? I feel very comfortable with Can You Do It? It's Do I Want It and How Much Is It? And here we go, 100 euros. Man, come on, convert that for the people who are not using euros. Specifically, United States of America, because I'm going to guess the majority of the people, yes, 250 of your backers are from the United States of America. Don't jerk us around and give the price to us. Most of the time, more than half of the people that back your Kickstarter project are going to be from the United States of America. Seems like it's inspired by Wiz War. I don't know what Wiz War. I've heard of Wiz War. And then, ooh, okay. Is this the long scrolling sexy shot? What is this? So we have a full list of the components, plus all on the stretch goals, and then is this where we get the full scrolling shot? And I bet it is, because look how long this page is. So now we're getting into the weeds. I'd like to see this zoomed in just a bit more. So we're going into all the different characters and the monsters you're gonna get. Okay, this is nice. I'd still like to I'm just saying to myself, I'd love to just zoom in just a smidge bit more on this. Then we have so that was not. So that's the one that no one's gonna want. I don't know why no one's gonna want it. It looks perfectly serviceable to me. It's a giant, massive box, but everyone's gonna want the $140 one. So let's see what's different. Core box. Plus unlock stretch goals, free the first day only, 70 to 90 millimeters. Once again, I go back to most of the people that are on this list do not know how to use centimeters because we're stupid Americans, so please convert that to inches for us, rule of thumb. Free first day only, so this is no longer the first day, is it? Today is Wednesday. No, today is Tuesday. It is. Oh my gosh, time and depth when you stay at home, just completely lost. So yes, it is the first day. Awesome, and I think that's a great thing. And honestly, I would have that on the marquee. Wow, that is such bad marketing, I think, right there. That really just drives me nuts, because right now, this is the second most popular project. And I don't think your video is really that inspiring. And how many people are just going to watch that video and they'll be like, no, I'm not out. I'm not going to pay the 150, 250 bucks, whatever it is. I've been wowed by much more better videos. Like, I mean, you go look at some of the top-notch videos from some of the top companies and you try and compare it to that video, and I think you're going to see a drastic difference. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And when I see a box like this right from the offset, I know I'm going to be spending a massive price. So I think you really have to wow with that video. But I also think mentioning that a 70 to 90 millimeter, which one is it? Is it 70 or 99 millimeters? So it's a meter. I don't want it in meters. I want it in inches. I want it in inches. So 3.89. So that's tall. Wow, that's pretty tall. That's tall. Okay. Yeah, I would mention that. Massive mini, first day only. I think that's something you need to have on your main image. Because once again, look at this. It's very bland, very generic. I see this. Why not replace this mini with the free first day mini? So I'm like, oh, I got to get this. And even at the very most, maybe I get this and maybe I drop out later. But for now, you've gotten that $150. You know, and they might pull out because they weren't impressed by everything else. But I think you really need to spotlight that. And I see that you're saying day 1, November 21st. How about instead say first day mega mini or something like that? I think that is a really big mistake there. And I think that's the kind of mistake that loses tens of thousands of dollars. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And I hate saying stuff like that, but it really does. Like that's a cool looking mini that's big. All right, all unlock stretch goals. Then we get the Heroes expansion, which includes 1 rule booklet, 2 miniatures, 2 character sheets, 1 spell card, 1 feat card, so 3 cards and 2 minis. So it's going to be a smaller box expansion. It looks like you're going to get 3 of those right from the jump. So they are immediately trying to make this into something large, which I get it from the perspective of a company. If you can make this happen, if you can not just create a game, but at the same time create a brand where it's like, all right, we got expansions, we got this, we got that. It just becomes instantly more appealing to a lot of people. And so I think it's a great choice, period. But I do think it's probably going to turn some people off. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I look at it from the business sense and I say, yeah, that's great. I mean, if you can make your expansions like things that you're going to be physically able to sell, 5-10 years from now, like, that's awesome. So then we have so what's the difference? So this is the 140 core box plus the expansions, right? Is it? So this is where, okay, this is getting a little weird. We have the $100 one, which does not come with the 4 expansion boxes. Great. And then we have a box that costs $10 more that comes with, what's different? What's different here? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and I see 1, 2. Oh, you get an extra box. So in addition to the trap tiles, you also get the monster expansion. So is this the monster expansion? No, this is the monsters. So yeah, this is already something I don't like. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between the $140 and the $150 version, and it's not the simplest. All right, Heroes, Monsters, Trap. Go. Heroes, no, Age of Ashes. It's the first one. I'm an idiot. Still, I would maybe spotlight that. And the easiest way to do that is just Master Pledge everything from the original level, plus then you put this down at the bottom. I think that'd be the way to go. Or maybe just spotlight more that it's the one at the top, or something like that. How is it playing at Pathfinder Arena? And that is a really weird pledge level. So we have the base game, and then we have 3 expansions, then we have 4 expansions. Oh. Are they just going to continue to add levels as we unlock expansions? Is that what we're seeing here? Yes, the expansions are different, but it's hard to see. There's some early bird stuff, too. Oh, my. We're going to have a cluttered area over there. The game expertly combines the familiarity of Pathfinder with a board manipulation puzzle that seems simple at first, but provides tons of depth. Excuse me. I mean, it tells me a little bit more about the game, manipulation puzzle, but I'm not wowed by that. It doesn't. I see that quote, and I'm not like, wow, this person loved this game. It's interesting and unique how players can manipulate arena tiles to position their heroes and monsters strategically to get an edge on other players. And that's what Board Game Geek said. That's what the whole website said. What the hell? Like, I'm friends with Scott Alden, the guy that runs Board Game Geek. Does this mean Scott Alden said this? What does this mean? I'll click on it. It's a game preview from Candace Harris. So you took a quote from a game preview that someone wrote, and then you claimed it was Board Game Geek who said it. That's no. Can we not make that industry standard? That's weird. Because at that point, then you could copy any quote. But it's just weird they said Board Game Geek. Whatevs. Broken Kelly. The game combines the stat building of an RPG with the brain busting of a sliding puzzle. If you want to win, you need to be able to think about everything at once. I'd like to be able to click on that. I really enjoyed the Pathfinder Arena took RPG elements and translated them to a board game. The stats all feel familiar, but made more functional for skirmish miniature games. As gameplay progresses, you get more powerful, but the enemies are more formidable. I really enjoyed, okay. So that one they're trying to appeal to the Pathfinder fans. The sliding board tiles are actually fantastic. You usually get to mess with your friends' cards or resources, but now you can ruin their board position directly, too. Okay. Quotes, join now the live gameplay. If it's not actually now, it'd be good to, oh, it's right there. Okay. So there's a playthrough. I'm very interested to see how many people got down on that. 1,846. Okay. Pathfinder Arena live playthrough, Pathfinder Arena preview, run through, and I'm just curious. I'm looking at these numbers. I like to guess. So hey, 677. Okay. Final thoughts. 380. Okay. Very interesting. We got videos. We got a stretch goal. Hey, first stretch goal. It is funded. Has come alive thanks to you. Cool. It's been unlocked. I think. Yep. I'd love this if this were higher. Because as I always say, when you launch a Kickstarter, your goal is to create a game. Once you get funded, your goal then needs to pivot to making that as best as possibly can. And you specifically are 100% in that boat because you're trying to create all these expansions as you go. Which, once again, from a business perspective, is really smart. Like, I don't have any issues with that. But this, I think, should be higher. Way higher, because it's already giving me... like, when I find out this box is 140... Wait, how much is it in English? Yeah, let's look at the pledge levels. This Kickstarter, day one pledge bonuses are so manipulative. I'm equally turned off, but also a sucker for them. Yeah, you don't want to miss it. No reward. Show your support to access the pledge manager stretch goals not included. Okay. Adventurer pledge first hour, so it's 100 euros, which is $113. Get it right now with the big mini. Get a young black dragon. So 40 backers. Like, that's what I'm talking about right there. That number seems really low to me. When you have the name Pathfinder, which is a name known worldwide, played and beloved by millions of people, I feel like more than 40 people should be jumping in on this in the first few hours. You know what I mean? And so that tells me that it's either the marketing, or it's either the marketing beforehand, or it's the marketing on the Kickstarter, but something about this was not launching, just launching as big as I think it could. Because, yes, it's doing spectacular, but you have a name. You got, wait, is there a bigger one? No, that's it. So that's the big one. 40 backers. Okay. Bonus monster, wait, does this give you all the good stuff? Adventurer pledge. Which one? Oh, so no. That's why maybe it's not so popular, because nobody wants the base. Everybody wants the expansions. Okay. Take backsies. Let's check this out. One person there. They didn't get the memo. Whatever. 140. 12 backers. Oh, so okay. So we have 12 backers here. Then I'm going to guess the early bird for this is going to be the big one. 363. But still, I look at that and I say that's a 500 print run. They didn't really advertise it. Yeah, that'll do it. But I want to go back to that. That is a 500 print run for a game this big. That is, you would expect a lot more in the first few hours, I think. And I think if they didn't advertise it that much, that would explain a lot. All right, so bonus monster red dragon. 1 miniature, 1 monster sheet, 1 rule booklet. You know, it'd be great if you actually showed me the miniature and the monster sheet and the rule booklet, or at least what it might look like or what something else looks like, but instead of just artwork. And then, wow, so we have micro stretch goals. Holy guacamole. We're getting a mini every 5,000? Boy, howdy. I love how far buried this is down. I didn't find this 26 minutes in, he said sarcastically. No! If we have micro stretch goals that are giving us minis every $5,000, I gotta be checking back in this campaign every damn day to see how amazing my game has become. But I didn't find it until I was 26 minutes in. This should lead down to that $100 price point, I think. Wow. This seems so, I hate to say it, but mismanaged. Like, this is Like a customized 8-face die? That's a banger. And we've hit this. We're well over this. Item cards, wow, 10,000. Whoa, look how much stuff we've already added to the game now. We've added 2 minis, a custom 8-face die, which you know is going to look hot. And once again, see what they did here. We don't know what it's going to look like, but it's going to be hot. And they gave me at least a rough idea. We have item cards, 1 extra card per hero, including expansions and unlocked stretch goals. So that's potentially going to be a whole bunch of cards. And by the way, I would have a running tracker right now of how many cards this were. Maybe get like one of those, get your artists to say if they can do it, and do like a little thing where it's like they're constantly pulling down like how many extra cards this one stretch goal is locked. So what I'm imagining is there's like a goblin and it looks like he's about to rip something off and it says like 6 cards unlocked. So that would give me the idea that, oh, we're about to unlock more cards as we progress down, and that's exciting. Like, that's like a little thing inside of your stretch goal that could be so easily done if you have the artist to do it, granted, and the talent, but you're a big game company. You've done a lot of games. So this just seems like something that could be 1 extra card per hero. And here we go. And same thing here. So I would see the goblin here, I'd see the goblin here, and if it comes up again, maybe the goblin looks extra tired, it's sweaty. Why don't you make it a little thematic? I don't know. Because this is a mini. I've unlocked 3 minis. So look at this. From $50,000, 50,000 euros, to 100,000 euros, we've unlocked 3 minis, tons of cards. This is such an exciting stretch goal area. Why the hell is it buried all the way down at the bottom? It makes me so mad. Look at this. That was blow my pants off exciting stretch goal area, and it's buried. No, this is so... And here we go, there's that goblin who's gonna be tired now. And then as you keep going, maybe the goblin just passes out, and then a new goblin shows up and drags him off. I don't even know. You could make it like a little running gag. You could make it more fun to visit this Kickstarter page. Optional buys, add-ons, okay. And this, honestly, I hate to say this, but this reeks of someone coming into the Kickstarter realm and maybe not doing as much research into what industry standard on Kickstarter should look like. Because I feel like if they went through, say, the top 10 tabletops games projects and just took some of the ideas, like just the organization, like the video is what it is. I didn't think the video hit, but that is an artistic thing. I get that. So it's going to be, your mileage may vary, but the organization, not spotlighting that giant mini on day 1, getting those people invested early, then they get excited about the stretch goals, and all of a sudden you've got a snowball rolling down the hill fast. And I'm not saying they still couldn't do it. This is still day 1. We got 28 hours to go, but get in gear on this. Get on here. What's a Gyowachi? You need to change that main page. And I'm gonna send this to them. I think I already did. Hopefully they get to see this, because I think that is just you're number 2 on popularity right now. That is gonna go down. That is going to go down, and right now I think they need to strike while the iron's hot. But these, so then we got the optional stuff, so 20 euros. Wow, so I'm seeing some crazy, that seems insanely high. That seems really high, 35, 20, 20. But once again, it's showing me the great value on your pledge levels, which is good. Honestly, that's spectacular, but once again, it's buried all the way down at the bottom. So I want to show you this. Oh my gosh, this Kickstarter, I hate it. It makes me so upset right now. Like, it's like, why did they make these choices? So this is the $100 core box. All unlocked stretch goals, which I'm pretty sure, does that include those boxes? That does not include the boxes. No. So this includes those boxes. So we're going for $140, so $150 to get all those expansions, which once again were like $20, $35 expansions. How much money am I saving? This should say $85 off MSRP. You know, something like that. You need to convey that value better to me, because the only thing I got here was not a great sense of the value. I was confused as to what the hell extra I was getting from the $10 for the extra $10. Like, we need to just get rid of this core box, I think, entirely, and just go with the just 100 and 150. But I don't know. It's just, wow. I think some of the choices are just so puzzling here. Optional buys, so yep. The expansions, the add-ons, whatevs. Trap tile substitutes some of the arena tiles that introduce a new way to score points. They represent a new challenge based on different game mechanics. Wow. Yeah, because I didn't even know what they were. That once again just kind of grinds my gears a little bit. Like, I just assume these are just slightly different things, but this sounds like it really could change the game potentially. and it's just mentioned real briefly in this one blurb here. Like, I'm not gonna read this. I'm 31 minutes into your Kickstarter page. I have no interest in reading these 2 paragraphs unless they're gonna tell me how much your shipping is. Miniature size. Cool. Once again, I'd love to see it in inches. Abilities, great stuff. Cool. It's not more important your shipping, though. Move the arena, combat. They had to, like, okay, if I really want to get in the weeds. Oh, now we're going to focus on the minis. Oh, no. Now, all our Pathfinder fans, 31 minutes in, come on down. You want to see why you want this? You remember this guy, Valeros? Because he's just, I don't know. I hate the placement of a lot of things on this. The story of Pathfinder, this is not more important to me than the shipping. Follow on Instagram. Our website, hey, there we go. 35 euros. So you didn't even convert the damn currency anyway. So now I have to go back and I have to convert 35 euros because that sounds like it could be, that could be, what, $50 shipping, $43 shipping, 39. Okay, the euro and the dollar, not too far off. All right, cool. Oh, wow, we're actually above the euro? That hasn't been like that for long, is it? Whoa. Okay, just weird. So either way, I'm looking at $39 shipping on top. So I'm looking at a $189 game. And it took me this long to get a full picture of how much I'm going to send. And then here's the other thing. I hate this shipping area for a couple reasons. First, they didn't convert the currency. They do mention all the different countries, which I will say, kudos to them. In Alaska and Hawaii, you get bent. Wow, 102 euros. Oh my God, that's so bad. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. I'm sorry I'm having this strong reaction. I'm just not used to seeing a part of America in the rest of the world category. Oh, that caught me off guard. Thank you. That was a pleasant laugh of my otherwise just unbridled frustration at this project. So 35 euros. So we're looking at $39 shipping, so I'm looking at a $189 game. And I say to myself, you know what? I don't think that's insanely unreasonable for the massive box I'm going to get, for the Kickstarter exclusive content I'm going to get, for the fact that I'm getting tons and tons and tons of stretch goals along the way. And I think what they should have tried to do was just get the price done early. Hit me with the stretch goals, hit me with the price, let me know I'm going to be spending $189. Just get that in my brain, or at least $150. Like, if you still want to bury the shipping section, I hate you, but do it anyway. But give me a firm price, and by then I'll be like, wow, but we're going to be hitting tons and tons of stretch goals, and these are not tiddlywink stretch goals. We're hitting some spectacular stretch goals constantly, and they're being updated. And if they were handling their customer service spectacular, which I don't know if they're doing yet, we'll see. 32 comments tells me probably not much excitement here. We'll see. But here's the other thing. I buy the $100 pledge level, which I know you don't want me to take. You want me to take the 140 or 150, but I buy the $100 pledge level, which is 41 people. Am I still paying 35 shipping? Because I shouldn't be paying the same amount as the 150 people, right? Because they have 4 extra boxes. So immediately, that question is not just for the United States of America. It becomes multiplied to the entire world. Everyone in the world is now like, wait, if I just wanted to get the simple one, what? And so this shipping area I hate. Also, stretch goals, so taxes, VAT, stretch goals included. So the VAT's covered. That's awesome. I'd love to spotlight that a little bit more, but they put it there, but oh, this shipping section, just not nice. The actual shipping fee will be, shipping costs are estimated as an average between a core set pledge and a master pledge. Why would I want in the middle? Well, no, you break that up into 2 sections. You managed to not be helpful to either of us. What the hell? Who made that choice? Ballpark me. Give me a $15 range. And I say, okay, don't bat an eye, because I know how massive the box is. I know this is going to be one of those boxes that is going to sit on my shelf forever. I love the game. And when people come over, they're going to say, oh, Pathfinder Arena. Kind of like when you see Gloomhaven at someone's house. Or Kingdom of Death Monster or something like that. It's going to be one of those games because it's so massive. And so I don't bat an eye at the shipping. It's just how poorly you handled the shipping. You literally didn't help anybody by meeting me in the middle. I love meeting people in the middle, but not when we're talking. And then 140, so we get. Then so the 140, 12 people took that, as opposed to 363, which goes back to what I was saying. I feel like that pledge level is just completely useless, the 140. All right, but is there another one? Master Pledge. Is that what's okay? So this is the early bird Master Pledge. Yes, and this will get much less confusing once these early birds go away. But for now, they're not the best. So let's check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Wow, FAQ 9. I'd like to see this more organized. I always recommend go look at Reload from Colossal Games, how they handle their FAQ. I think it is the best way to do it because if I have, I don't want to go through the first 8 questions to get my question answered. Why is competitive? Yeah, once again, that was a little bit of a shift as well. I thought it was going to be cooperative just because when I think of Pathfinder, I think of cooperative. But whatevs. Also, I put an in there. Why is it competitive? Are VAT and other taxes included? Yes, we did. We covered that. Will there be a cooperative mode? No, get bent. Are there any exclusive contents? Yes. Are there exclusive contents? Are there any exclusive contents? So there's 2 of those there. I'd get rid of one. What are the sizes of the miniatures? This is great. It's already listed there. Maybe you can hit me with some inches. That'd be cool. The mini cards expansion include 1-star hero cards. Which heroes are included? All of them. Okay. So I would like to see that better organized. So let's check out the update. We've had 3 updates in the first 4 hours, so not a fan of that. And we have 0 engagement, 1 engagement, and 1 engagement. So the people that are here are not particularly excited about the project, or you're not really engrossing them with these updates. So let's see. Let's check it out. Unbelievable. Just reached 60K and Amiri is here just as promised. We are reading all your comments and we are amazed by your enthusiasm. The Barbarian will join the Pathfinder Arena session. We are now looking at custom 8-face die at 75K. But something also has been revealed. Other upcoming stretch goals. So this feels like they had, and this is great. I'm not knocking this. This feels like this was pre-planned. They had all this stuff ready to go. They have certain benchmarks that they were expecting to get. And I'd love to know like the real behind the scenes of what they're expecting to hit day 1. How many of these do they have pre-made? Amiri unlocked. Cool. Artwork. Yippee. That's exciting. No, it's not. What? Show me what I'm actually getting. Sweet. In Amiri's words, blood for Gorum. Okay, hopefully you respond to that. And then here we go at the 60K. So yeah, were they planning on huzzah? So they were planning on doing one for each stretch goal. And now that they're hitting them so fast, I imagine they're pivoting to saying, hey, we don't want to do that. We're already not getting engagement on these. I imagine they are working behind the scenes just absolutely frantically right now to do things. Because, I mean, it still is hitting $75,000 in day 1. But I imagine they were hoping for more. Oh, so we haven't hit a bunch of the stretch goals, but we are going to. Nice game. Love the mechanics and maze tiles. Just some questions. Will there be dual-layered player boards? Yeah, good to know. Will it be easy enough to pick up the tiles in the middle, and will they resist wear and tear enough being picked up regularly? And that was the thing I was wondering. How does that going to work, the pushing to the side? And I didn't feel like that was concretely answered. And then that corresponding with how fancy you did the video just concerns me a little bit. Will there be a co-op mode? No. Is there a chance to have a big box for this kind of all-in pledge just to save some space on the shelf? Hi, and thanks for supporting us. So far, we are not planning a big box, sorry. Any chance we'll unlock a Sundrop stretch goal, or maybe we can buy a Sundrop add-on for the miniature? Hi, Marcus. Thank you for backing us. I did the Master Pledge, or 189. I don't know if this is the first day price or regular price. Not sure if I had the option or not. You pledged the normal Master Pledge instead of the early bud, but we will convert the pledge manager to save you 15 euros. Okay, so that's them doing some great customer service there. I will say that. And they're on this. They're very on this. So customer service looks like it shouldn't be an issue. Let's see. How many people we got? Oh, no! God, no! Oh, no. No. I didn't notice this at first. You have no collaborators. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, so final grade. Do I want it? Here's the thing. I'm a board game reviewer. I love playing games. I love trying games. So I inherently want to play every game. But was I wowed by anything I saw here? No, not really. Nothing particularly amazed me. I'm not a Pathfinder player. But it didn't even feel like they were trying that hard to market to the Pathfinder player. But if they were trying to market to me, I'd say, I wasn't that impressed. It reeks of a first Kickstarter project. And I think with just some organization here or there, it could have not. It could have really been a winner. You know, imagine if you get there and you see all these stretch goals that are already getting unlocked, and they're great stretch goals, and you see more great stretch goals coming up. You get to the $150 price point. You say to yourself, whatevs, it's a giant, massive box. I don't know. I think it could have been marketed way different. So can you do it is yes. I don't, but a check minus because the organization just left me wanting a lot more. And then also the quotes. Wait, there was gameplay videos, but there wasn't any actually opinion videos, was there? I don't think. I think it was all gameplays. So I'd like to see a how to play video. I'd like to see some sort of, I don't know. I just didn't feel like I got any opinions on the game. Oh wait, yeah, there was the final thoughts. There was the one. They went through the two. They went through some big people. Okay, so they paid good money for their videos. Hopefully they're happy with the return on it. How much is it? No, I don't know the full shipping. I know the weird part of the shipping I didn't like. So I'm looking at $189 for a game that I wasn't really that inspired by when there's going to be another big box game that launches in the next week, either on here or on GameFound. I don't think it does a great job of convincing backers. Now, coming at it from a Pathfinder fan perspective, I also don't feel like they did a great job of appealing to them either, because I do need to factor that into the grade. Because first, it is competitive, which it is what it is, but it definitely seems like an odd choice for a role-playing game where, you get together with your friends for years and years and years potentially and work together, and this is like, no, we're going to beat the snot out of each other, but whatevs. I don't have a huge issue with that. But from that perspective, I imagine some people are like, oh, well, that wasn't what I was expecting. It's also a massive box. I don't know. So, final grade. Do I want it? Yeah. Can you do it? Yeah. But, yeah. How much is it? Ooh, not quite good, and not full information, or even close to full information. So, I'm going to go with a D, I think. I'm trying to think of what I liked about it. Like, I'm trying to think about what I really liked. I liked the stretch goal area. I thought the stretch goal area was good. It could have been great. I didn't like the video. I didn't like the price. I didn't like the placement of things. Yeah, I think D's what I'm at. Let me know in the comments below, though. What is your final grade for Pathfinder Arena? And if you enjoy this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers this year, and every time I go on a Kickstarter critique, it is a weird, wild journey, and I want you to come with me. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.